Hi, this is Gabe Kasper, and you guys are tuning in to the Weekly Relapse.
Fucking nailed it. At Spitefully Spicy.
You are listening to the Weekly Relapse with your host, Skylar Potter.
The day is done.
Add it to the beat.
Let's party, junkies. It's good for your soul. Every now and then just lose control. So please don't be scared. Come and dance if you dare.
What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Weekly Relapse. I think this one's like 67 or 8. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Gabe Kasper, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. How are you doing?
I'm living the dream because I got a new job. I'm actually motivated for stand-up for the first time in a while. You're crushing it, dude. You're for those who don't know, Gabe Kasper is one of the newer stand-up comics in Amarillo. And, man, you're fucking on it, dude.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
I really enjoy the way you write. So, just before we get too deep into it, I want to go ahead and at Spitefully Spicy, man. Make sure to go check him out. I'm going to have you try one of these. So, you can try either one. This one is the new one he just made, the Chipotle I can't say that shit. And then this one's just my favorite, Mango Habanero. There's some Fritos right there, man. I'm gonna have you try one, and then I'm gonna have you give a review on it. Like, what do you think about these sauces? Are you a spicy guy? You like hot?
A little bit. Usually, if I'm dipping into spicy stuff, I go a little mild.
Oh yeah, so this is gonna fucking suck.
Oh yeah.
I could have got the ghost pepper one, but I didn't.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Please no. This is gonna be like a really bad episode of Hot Ones.
Yeah, I'll just give you a little dab. Will do it.
All right.
This is the Chipotle one, man. I'm digging Colin's fucking hot sauces, man. Fucking good, right?
I've had better Fritos.
No, man.
Yeah, I really like it. I like the flavor.
Yeah, and the Mango Habanero one is, dude, it's without a doubt my favorite. I don't know. It's just how pretty it is, man.
Yeah, look at that.
It's like neon yellow. Anyway, I'm letting everyone try it now because you can actually go to at Spitefully Spicy on Instagram and buy these hot sauces.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, man. Everybody go check out at Spitefully Spicy on Instagram, and then go check out my buddy RL_murder_art. He's this artist on Instagram who's fucking killing the game right now. He has a very minimalistic number of followers, which blows my mind. This dude's a fuck. I clicked on his name expecting like 115,000 followers. Mm-hmm. That's how badass his work is. Wow. So you guys go follow this guy. I want to talk to you about writing. So, whenever you decided to is it hot?
Oh yeah, it's definitely hot. Not too bad though.
Okay.
I'm good.
Because you like stopped. You're like, all right.
You'll tell like halfway through the podcast, I'm like,
yeah, it's like you're whiter than I thought. My bad, dude. My bad. I should have given you the hatch green chili. So whenever you sit down to write, so okay, let's say you haven't done stand up yet. You thought about it. How did you write? Like what? And then how has your writing changed from the first time you sat down to write, then got on stage, versus now?
Well, I think I kind of have to step back for, I guess, the beginning of it because I've been writing comedy since I was about, I want to say 14 or 15 because I spent like a few years in school where I wanted to be like a professional comedian.
Okay.
And go around.
And did you go to open mics and stuff then?
Well, at the time I was 14 or 15 and I think around then I wasn't really comfortable around speaking to people in that wide of a public setting. So I was like, well, if I'm not comfortable now, I definitely shouldn't do this as a career.
Right.
And so back then when I was writing it, I did a lot of observational related stuff. So I would just, go around middle school and just be like, oh, it's kind of weird that the girls are braiding their hair, and I'm just going to make a joke about salons and classrooms. And I stopped for a long time. And then this year when I decided that I was going to come and try this for real and see how good I was, I really just took stuff from conversations I had with friends about us just going like, hey, well,
I
this
do
is
that a
kinda
lot.
stupid.
I think that's one of the best because it's so organic.
Yeah.
It's so pure. Like, I mean, and if it made you and your friends laugh,
of course,
like you can spin it in your thought process to make a crowd follow you through that thought process and then make them laugh.
Exactly.
Like almost secondhand nature because of that.
And that's worked for a lot of the jokes of mine that have like really killed in some places. It's been based off of conversations I've had with my friends. But when I started, it was something along those lines where I was like, well, I said something funny with my friends, or a friend of mine said something funny to me, so I guess that works as a joke. And I didn't really understand at the time, like before I started really studying the craft of the idea of like, setup, punchline, or how different jokes based on varied stories and things like that. So I was just kind of throwing whatever I could out there. Stuff that I just thought was kind of fucked up.
Well, see, and like my friends who aren't comics will say some shit, and I'm like, can I have that?
Yeah.
Can I have that, please?
I've done that too.
The other day, I'm going to write a joke about this. My friend ate mushrooms and watched Zombieland, and he thought Bill Murray died in real life. So that's amazing. I was like, are you ever going to go after stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
He was like, fuck you, no. And I was like, I'm taking that story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't done it on stage yet, but I'm going to write it. And then I'll probably be truthful. I'll probably write it from the perspective of a friend telling me it.
Yeah.
But if I can't, I can always spin it to like, dude, one time, you want to know how crazy mushrooms are? Dude, one time I ate mushrooms and I watched, and you can put you in that situation.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about stand-up is it does, yes, you are being honest. You are being overwhelmingly honest most times, but you're not being 100% honest. Like, it's still fabricated. It's still... you still exaggerate, and that's where the beauty comes in. It's like kids who were good at lying, but felt bad about it can be great stand-up comedians.
Yeah,
because you don't like lying to people, but in that format, you don't feel necessarily bad about it because you're just making them laugh. It's not like you're telling them, like you're not curving their thought process or maybe their opinion of somebody or their opinion of you by lying to them. Yeah. So I find that's fun because I don't like lying to people. I like to be brutally honest.
Yeah, of course.
So that's like the one place I can lie a little bit. You know what I mean? Like my friend, I don't know if you've ever heard my deaf people driving bit.
I don't think I have.
Where they're arguing while they're driving, and I'm like, dude, just text them. It's my life too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My friend told me that story, and he came up to me and was like, I need you to use this on stage. I'm not a comedian, but I know this is funny. Please write this. Yeah. And so I did. You know what I mean? And it's turned out to be one of my like I rarely use it because it's not 100% my idea. So I throw it in randomly, but I don't use it like it's like one of my crushers. Like I haven't polished it enough because I'm almost uncomfortable using it. But it's one of those things where like, I know I can. You know what I mean?
And I've done that too. Like I have this friend. I think you were there when I said this joke at the Whiskey River, and it was about a friend of mine who just says a bunch of shit that's either like really fucked up or super wise. Yeah. And I made the joke about how he says it always when he's high, and I had to really exaggerate that sort of point for the joke because I was really just collecting just weird shit he says because it's shit that I've never heard anybody said. Like for example, one of the things he said was like, "Do you think genocide is like freeze tag but permanent?" And I just, whenever I was writing it, and I was like, I think I've got enough quotes from him to actually like turn this into a joke. I was like, well, it's gonna be weird just throwing this in. Like I have a friend who says funny stuff, so I was like, what if I just twisted it a little bit to where it's just about how he's always high and it goes from, well, it's either wise or it's fucked up. So
and see, I hate that I talk about being high a lot. Yeah. I talk about pot a lot, and like it kind of sucks. I'm probably gonna be categorized as like a pot comic. It's just fine, I guess. I don't know. But the reason I fucking talk is I fucking smoke a lot of weed, man. Yeah. So inevitably, all of my stories involve weed on accident. Like it's not, I didn't get high for this story to happen, but I did happen to smoke some pot an hour ago, and then this shit happened, and it made it way crazier. My thought, like I was able to view it from different, like the same scenario can happen in front of you, and you're completely sober, and you're like, dude, this guy's a fucking idiot, and you go about your business. But if I'm stoned, like I'm looking at it through like tainted lenses, man. Like they're rose-colored lenses. I get to see. I'm looking from different point of view. What is he thinking about? Why is he doing this? Why is he? I can't imagine his thought. Like, what did he do this morning? Now all of a sudden, like, I am more invested in this person that if I was sober, I'd have been like, fuck this asshole, and just kept walking. Then now I'm like, I'm intrigued. I want to say hi. I want to learn his name. You know what I mean? Like, I need to learn more about this gentleman. And like, that's why I like pot. It makes people more interested. I don't like to use it to just get fucked up. Like, I don't want to just smoke pot and then watch TV. Yeah. It sucks. Like, I might smoke a little bit and then play some video games with friends or whatever, but, like, or, like, just to get stoned and then go to the movies.
A lot of people treat pot just like they have, like, just having a beer with friends. It's like, you want to smoke a joint and just go do something.
And I love that. It just makes everything way more fun. Yeah. Like,
I don't see an issue with that.
I kind of see an issue with edibles, man.
I
just
have
because
only
they're
tried edibles
so
once.
they're so incognito, and then like, dude, you eat one and then you get the munchies, so you eat another one, man. Like, I've never eaten an edible and then like was like, today is just gonna go great. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
always like, okay, get it together, man. Get it together.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Like, why are you at a doctor's office? This isn't even your doctor's office. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like it always end up in some weird scenario. That fly is gonna fucking ruin this podcast for me. By the way,
Definitely.
it's driving
I
me
don't know. Maybe
crazy.
the fly's got some opinions on weed. Who knows?
All right, hop on the microphone and let us know what you think. He's like, I love this house, man.
Turns out to be a bee, and he's just like, "Do you like jazz?" But the one time I tried edibles, I had the same thing where it just made me super fucking paranoid. And I was just, I was in a friend's house, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, I'm doing like that thing Trevor Moore does when he pretends to be high, and he's just like staring at a wall with a blank face.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and the whole time I'm just thinking like I think like the SWAT's about to break in right now. Like the SWAT's just about to fucking
Oh my god,
kick in the door
that's a
and
real
fuck us up.
feeling, dude. And like that shit gets me solely on the fact that it's like it kills me because it's legal in certain places, a lot of places now. Canada, the whole fucking place, you can have up to 30 grams on you in public.
Mm-hmm. That's just ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
First off, I'm a stoner. You don't need 30 grams on you in public. I'm just letting you know that now. You need like 3. That's all you need.
30 grams is probably like if you're also sharing with friends or if you're selling.
That's like if you're going to a party and then you're gonna like 30 grams, $10 a gram is $300 worth of weed. You don't need that.
Fuck.
You don't fucking need that.
You know
on
more
you.
than I do, man. I'm a complete fucking idiot.
I just did 30 times 10. Let's just say it's $10 a G. Like, you got 30 of them. That's $300. It's crazy. I also do feel like I watched Neighbors 2 yesterday. And who's the fucking pretty boy? You know what I'm talking about?
Zac Efron.
Yeah, okay. So at one point he's talking to Seth Rogen, and he's going on. He's like, they have this much weed, and they could sell it for $50 a gram if they want to. That's over 300. He's like, that's like over $1,000 an ounce. And he goes through. He's like, at the end of the day, it's over more than $112,000. And Seth Rogen's like, dude, you're great at math. Oh, let's see if I can find it. I just want to see.
I think honestly, I would. That's one reason I'd like suck at like being a drug dealer, because if somebody was like, how much is it? I'd be like, how much do you think it is? They're like, I don't know, like $5. I'm like, yeah, sure, that sounds right. I'd get fucking scammed.
Dude, this is gonna sound retarded. How the fuck do you spell Neighbors?
NEIGHBORS.
What?
Holy fuck, that was a shot in the dark. It's weird spelling words, like when you have to like say the letters out loud. Like I always sucked at spelling bees, but if I'm able to like write it down, I can always nail it.
Let's see if this is it. Every time I'm on the podcast, I get an ad no matter what, because I'll forget to mute it. Yesterday we were recording. We got 2 ads in a row. Like it was like ad
shit.
and then ad. Dude.
At least it's an ad for Halloween, though.
I've heard it's a good movie.
I saw it. It was the shit.
Inspection was a miracle.
Praise be.
Yeah, no shit.
If they drive past here and they see the girls, it's over.
Worst part of this whole fucking thing, I'm so stressed out. All I want to do is chill out and smoke a joint, and my dealer doesn't have any weed. He's fucking dry.
Good luck finding any.
Jesus Christ, man. How the fuck did you get in here?
None of that matters right now. I want to help you guys stop that sorority before it gets too late.
Really?
That's right. I'm switching sides.
Nice. That's awesome. Cool.
FYI, Kelly, I'm still down.
Okay. I know you're not going to fuck. It still hurts my feelings.
I still haven't seen this one.
Kapanu has cornered the market on weed.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Until Monday, they are the only purveyors of weed in the greater Ardendale area.
Holy shit. Do
my
you think they'll
God.
sell me some?
No. They have 7 pounds of weed. They could sell it for $50 a gram if they want to. That's over $1,000 an ounce, $16,000 a pound. All said and done, if they move at all, that's over $112,000.
Dude,
We should do this.
you're incredible at math.
No, I suck at math. I'm good at weed.
It's the same thing.
No, this is weed.
Just pretend it's 7 pounds of meat. Just try it.
Why would I even be buying meat?
I don't know. You're hungry.
I mean, are you talking like burgers?
Steaks.
How much does a gram of steak go for? I don't know. Why would I be selling grams of steak?
Fair enough.
Their plan is to sell the weed for weed.
That is great. I need to see that.
Dude, that just alone, that little bit of why would I be selling grams of sticks? Fair enough, dude. That's every stoner ever. Like every stoner can do like weed math, but no, like we can't do math.
That
math.
reminds me of The Office where they had a bit where Kevin was like counting cookies and he was like doing
No,
all
dude,
this
it was
multiplication.
pies. Yeah,
it was pies.
And then Oscar's like, do it with salads. He's like, carry the 4. It doesn't add up. Like, dude, I love The Office, by the way. There was a point in time where I
binged the entire show at least like 5 times.
At least. I'm in office groups on Facebook.
Really?
Dude, I'm deep. It's probably the most recently watched thing in my queue outside of maybe a documentary or a stand-up comedy. Like, I love there was a point in time because I was so fixated on comedy that I refused to watch anything new because I didn't want to get involved in it. And like I've been slacking, man. Ever since you've entered the scene, honestly, like I've been going at like 20%. Like I'm not performing as often. Like I'm not writing like I usually do.
But every time you go out, man, you're killing it though.
Yeah, that honestly has just come with time. Like not being scared whenever you bomb. That's it. And then so once you remove the element of fear of bombing, typically you're not gonna bomb. Because you're not fucking scared of it. Anytime I've ever gone on stage, like, I'm going to fucking crush it. I eat dicks so hard.
That has happened to me, I think, twice, where I had, like, half a set that bombed, like, really, really bad. And the whole time when I was writing those jokes, I was like, I'm a fucking god of comedy. Let me tell you something. I got this on. This is going to be incredible. They're going to want me to do a special for Comedy Central.
I've been there, man.
And then I do it, and it meets crickets. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm a fucking fraud.
Dude, there's been I wrote this whole Jerry Springer bit. Okay, before I get to that, I used to watch just The Office exclusively. Yeah. So I watched start to end like 3 times in a row. Yeah. Where I didn't watch anything. Like I might watch a little bit of Always Sunny, or I might catch a hockey game.
Sunny is the one I do that for. I watched the entire
series. Have you watched the new season?
Yeah, I really like the new season. I liked the episode where they were in the escape room.
Thought that one was funny. I thought the first episode was funny. I didn't like the second Boggs episode.
I didn't like that one. I liked the sexual harassment one they did, where Mac just picks up D and
that was
holds
fun.
her over his head.
That wasn't that the is that not the same bottle episode where they do it? Anyway,
we're getting off track.
Yeah, what was I saying?
We're talking about The Office. You go and you rewatch it all the way through.
Jerry Springer joke.
Yes.
I wrote a line that I thought I knew where I was going. I knew it was bad, but I thought it was gonna fucking annihilate. And every time I've said it, people get so fucking uncomfortable. Yeah. That no one laughs. And the line is like I'm talking about Jerry Springer, right? And I'm like, why is it that like, okay, I get it. Big is beautiful. I understand. But why is it every time a big girl's gonna fight, they pop their shirt off? It's like they pop it off, they're gonna look like John Cena, but they end up looking like the Big Show stomping around up there. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like they know. That, like, in this moment, like it's right now, it's my time to shine. All eyes are on me. If I pop this bad boy off, the producer will know I'll blow him for a part in an indie movie. And, dude, it fucking lays flat. I always have to go, guys, I'm kidding. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then I follow it up with I'm like, dude. Big girls take their shirt off, and then black chicks take off their heels, because that's how you know they're going to fuck you up. If their earrings come off, get the fuck out of there, dude. They're going to kill you. But, like, there's no bringing it. After I say that blowjob line, people are just like, yeah. It's almost like it's too real. Yeah. Because it's truthful. It's like, that's what's going on.
And that's what happened to me. The mistake I made for it, I mean, I wasn't able to recover it like you did, because the joke I had done was one of my finisher jokes. And when I wrote it, I was just like, I was even like laughing as I wrote the joke, because I was like, there's no way this is gonna bomb, because this has got to be like a Daniel Tosh level, gross joke to throw out there, and everybody's gonna find it funny. And it was this joke I did about European sex clubs, and I was we don't need to get to how I learned about European sex clubs, but
internet's a motherfucker. I'm just kidding.
So it was this joke about European sex clubs where they have like these setups for like the prostitutes where they only stick out like their lower half of their body, and then like the European men just go in and then do their business and then leave. And the joke I had was because like when they have those little holes where the women stick their rear ends through, they have the picture of the woman right
I
above
wish
the
you
hole.
just said took us.
The took us.
What did they sit there? Took us
They,
through.
they stuck a took us through. And then after they stuck the took us through, I saw that they had like photos of what the women looked like above those holes, and I was like, why the fuck does that matter? An ass is an ass. I don't ask to see the chicken that got killed for my KFC.
Yeah, you're like, can I get a picture of this one?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't trust if this is a really good chicken. And
yeah.
then I ended it by saying, well, I know I wouldn't be welcome at those clubs because I'd just be the asshole going around switching the pictures between all of them. And I was like, because then I'd love to see the people that are confused and like looking at it and be like, I don't think this bitch is black.
Yeah.
And so I ended it with I don't think this bitch is black. And it just like the whole joke, nothing, completely crickets. And mind you, or I would think I was like midway through the comedian run by then. And so the audience was laughing. It wasn't a rough crowd. And so I finished this joke and it's nothing. And it's absolutely nothing. Not even like those like charity chuckles you get from some really nice people in the audience.
From Thomas.
Yeah, like the from Thomas will go like, ah. And I even thought, because there were a few stoners there, and I was like, I'll get a few Seth Rogen's laugh on this one.
Yeah.
And as I'm going there, I'm just like, okay, good night, bye. And then I just got off the stage as fast as I could. But I think, like you said, after I think I've bombed enough of my jokes to where I think now by the time I do my material, and if I bomb, I'm like, that's fucking cool. It's fine.
I've learned something, and I think it's really this simple. If you write if I write something and I'm like, this is gonna crush, it doesn't.
Yeah.
If I write something and I'm really fucking scared that it's not gonna work,
Yeah.
Oh man, are they gonna understand what I'm going for? I'm fucking worried. That joke kills.
Yeah.
And a prime example is I wrote it at Whiskey, went up, I opened the show with it. It was the slapping puss for justice joke.
Oh, yeah. Was that the one about Donald Trump legalizing weed?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, dude, the fear level of going up there and saying slapping puss for justice, talking about our president doing
Yeah.
it, and then hoping, just because we're in Texas, because people
Yeah.
like that guy, hoping that they understand that I'm fucking kidding.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
Not to
dude.
mention you were in Whiskey River, which has
Exactly.
like a somewhat older crowd, so
And
you might have people
we'll
going,
see-
what the hell are you talking about?
And then I thought about that, and then I thought, well, this isn't going to work at the 806 either because they're on the complete opposite. They're going to think I'm standing up for Donald Trump.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But here's the thing. It's land universally. Every time I've done the full joke, it hits. And that's fucking – it's a weird the first time I ever said I was an atheist on stage was kind of scary. The first time talking about God in general was real iffy for me.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable writing like religion-based jokes myself, and I'm a Christian.
See, I'm not, but I would never take anyone's faith away from them.
Oh, of
and
course.
that's why I was like, I don't know if I should do this. But I used to do a joke. This one was the scariest one. I'm like, cause I would do my like, I look like your savior bit.
Yeah.
And then it ends with the weed, right? And I'm like, weed's the only reason I believe in God. I'm just kidding. I don't believe in God. I had you guys going, man. That was it. That was just that little line used to frighten me. Just not knowing if it was like my aunt was in the crowd. The first time I ran the joke, my aunt was there, and I was like, fuck.
Was she just there, or did you invite her?
I mean Facebook and stuff like that, you know.
Oh, okay.
And she had put in the comments that she was coming, and at that time, first off, it was new material. It was the 806. I love doing new material at the 806.
Me too.
And at the time, if I had gone, I would practice my set for 2 or 3 days before.
Yeah.
So I had all my timing down. I had my segues down. I didn't want to look like I was struggling. That was really important to me. It was really important to me to get the mic out of the stand without looking like I didn't know what I was doing. So I bought a mic, I bought a stand, I bought a cable, and I just practiced taking the mic out, walking up, taking it out, and moving the stand. So when she was there, and I wrote that set, practiced that set, so I can't deviate from this set. Like, this is what I'm doing. And so I told her beforehand, I was like, man, this might get weird. You know what I mean? Because I know you guys are heavily involved in faith. I didn't say it like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, just doing it, it's really fucking get weird. You know what I mean? And dude, they loved it. Wow. It's like another one of those things. I think if you write a joke and people can tell where it's coming from. That's why cringe comedy doesn't work for most of the time. Anthony Jeselnik has the ability to write cringe comedy, and it's not. He's clearly not attacking anybody.
Yeah.
Whereas most people, it's literally them just being shitty people.
Yeah.
And then hoping people laugh. Like, they just say racist jokes. Like, am I right? Like,
Yeah.
And that
And
one,
I think sometimes with certain comedians, like I said, like Daniel Tosh.
certain people can pull it off.
Daniel Tosh is somebody I think that pulls it off just right. But again, Daniel Tosh pulls it off not just because he's saying
But
this
it's
stuff.
obvious he's
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, it's obvious that he's kidding, but I think it's just with him, it's that added element of like, he doesn't give a fuck what you say about him, so it makes it even funnier.
I like that he
said
doesn't
it.
do any promotion outside of like Comedy Central.
Yeah.
He's still. It's
Only movie I've ever seen him do was Love Guru, and that was the only time I've ever seen him in a movie.
Yeah, well, see, he doesn't do podcasts. Like, I don't think he's ever been on Rogan.
Yeah.
Which it wouldn't be hard for him to.
I think it's just
imagine.
with Daniel Tosh, he's somebody who's like has to really plan out like the funny shit that he says.
Well, on top of that, he has a TV show.
Yeah.
Like, he's busy. He's a fucking busy guy. I guarantee you, if he's not filming or doing stuff for that Comedy Central, he's probably doing the like promotional shit, or
Yeah.
he's having to write, or he's having to perform that night. He's
Or
getting his
he's
specials
filming
ready.
like he's filming like those web redemptions.
Yeah.
Which those you can tell take a while to film because they have to take the time to find those people, get in contact with them, meet up with them, film them, get the production design right in order to get those jokes out.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think that's why like it takes.
I bet that's a
long time
whole
between
day of
seasons.
shooting. I bet
Yeah,
a whole day of shooting is done on the web redemption.
definitely.
And that's crazy. I want to do some YouTube bits, man. I want to do.
I'm already working on that right now. I'm working on a.
I've been trying to get everybody to do this. We always talk about it, but it's just so hard to get everybody.
Yeah.
And I just started a new
Dude.
job, so I'm only off 2 days a week now.
Dude, I totally get it. Earlier this year, I was working with some people on locally getting a film produced, where I was writing and directing.
See, I want to do stuff like that. That sounds like so much fun, and I have great ideas, man. Like,
Yeah, me too.
We have all these, and like we've talked about them. We have all me and Thomas were doing this one. I don't even know. It may have been on a podcast, or we were just in the room riffing. But it would be so basically like just roommates, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 roommates. Say me and you are the roommate, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, hey man, were you able to get a hold of your guy? I'm like, yeah, no, he was busy, but he said he's sending his brother over. And you're like, this is, and like knock on the door. I'm like, oh, it's probably him right now. You're like, it's not his brother Gabe, is it? And I'm like, no, I don't know why. You're like, I just heard he's a little fucking weird. That's all. And you're like, I'm gonna get the smoke room ready. We get that, and I open the door, and he acts like a mafia don. Like he has he has fucking big dudes with him. And he's like, please sit down. And then when we get in the room, Colin's gonna play this specific character. I have it. Like, he has a stenographer for some reason, and he's like pulls out a laptop and he's fucking typing like even during silence, right? He's just getting it. At one point, like the guy he's like, dude, you know it's like a gram, right? He's like, please. You're disrespecting me. Sit down.
Don't disrespect
And
my
it's-
business. Don't ask me about my business.
Yeah,
okay.
and then it's like there's like a long pause, still just typing away. So finally, like the character that I'd be playing in the scenario would be like, what are you typing, dude? There's no like, we're not even talking. He's like, everything. I get gestures, movement, body language. Yeah, I'm thinking, what is he thinking? I'm writing novels, bitch, right? And then just pushes his glasses up and just goes right back into typing, like, oh man, like, dude, but like. We talked about this for like an hour, just laughing about it, and it's something that's not hard to film.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
wardrobe, hardest thing to get.
Yeah, definitely.
We have location. You can film shit on your cell phone. You don't. I mean, it'd be nice to have a camera and all that stuff, but because of audio quality, that's where I lose. That's where I think we always fall apart. Is we don't know the production side. We all are writers and performers.
Yes.
It's none of us have the production side down.
And that's what happened to me with my film because it was pretty much going to be a short film. I think it was going to be like 45 minutes long the way I wrote it.
That's pretty long.
Yeah. And it was this movie that was going to be filmed out in the middle of nowhere. And I had some friends.
Like Amarillo or something?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a few towns over. I can't remember where it was. But it was supposed to be this horror comedy that I was writing.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can get it off the ground at some point. But I mean, I have plenty other scripts and stuff I've been writing for other stuff that I'd love to film locally.
See,
Like, there's a lot of grindhouse movies I want to make here.
I think we used to talk about this one, whereas like it's like, okay, so in this one, and don't be offended when I say in this one, for like this scenario, God's real.
No, I'm good, man.
But it's like he's real. So
Yeah.
like it's like he's a real person, and then like Jesus is a dude. He's on earth, so he's hanging out with everybody. But he's like the boss's son, like he's a douchebag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he's like, my dad's an asshole. And every time he says, "God damn it," like lightning strikes right by him. He's like, dude, fucking told you, dude. He's an asshole. He wants y'all to burn in hell. I hope you know, like, doing stuff like that.
You're like,
but
God,
he's
I'm
also
sorry.
He's also, it's like a play on that. He used to sell weed. He's like also a drug dealer. And so like at one point, like walks up to like, is it Moses? Moses sees the burning bush, right?
Yeah, it's Moses.
So he's like, he walks up. He's like, hey, open your mouth. He's like, what? And he just put something on his tongue. He's like, whoo, like dances back, right? And then like cut to like Moses staring at a bush that's just like engulfed in flames, right? And he's just like, what? And then cut to like real life because it's like all intense, and then cuts like normal like birds chirping, and I'm behind a bush with sparklers going like, whoo, whoo, like they're just like, and he just fucks with people, you know what I mean? And that's like the basis, like he got all drunk and told that dude to kill his kid, but then showed up last second like, bro, why would you listen? I was hammered last night. Don't fucking do it. Yeah. Like just crazy shit like that. And like I had written all this stuff. I think
so
I
it's
lost.
just this whole bit where he's an asshole.
Yeah, that's it. Like
I can imagine that going really well. Just like, I told this guy that his fucking kid was gonna die. You imagine how awkward it is. Now I'm coming off really stoned. Now I actually really got to kill this guy's kid. That's just fucking crazy.
Or he's like run up like stop, stop, because he like wakes up like, what did I do last night? Like cuts of like him like laughing, and like handing the dude a knife. You know what I mean? And
then,
so
you're pulling like the Isaac story.
Yeah, and then cuts to no, and it shows up all winded like, what the fuck? What are you doing, man? Oh my God, I was kidding. I didn't think you were gonna kill your kid. Jesus, man, you're like my dad. He's gonna kill me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
just God damn it.
Yeah.
But
like it's like he doesn't have powers.
Yeah.
Like he has no powers. It's just like he talks about it. People believe him, and he's like a goofball, and like he's like a prankster.
You ever see the bit Robin Williams did about the life of Jesus?
I think
he talks about it, and he goes, most people got to thank God they never like Mary and Joe never had another kid, because you wouldn't want to be Jerry, the brother of Christ.
Yeah.
He's like, he's doing this impression of a guy in a bar going, yeah, I'm Jerry Christ. What is it to you? Yeah, I can help people. And he goes, look, here's my dog. Spot, come here, heel. There you go, heel.
Have you, do you know who Stephen Lynch is?
Yes, I know who Stephen Lynch is.
So you've heard Craig? The song Craig?
I've heard, but I haven't actually seen it.
Here. Because it's along that same lines of that, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely down to do stand-up. Not stand-up. Fuck, I'm already doing stand-up. Sketch comedy. Because when I first started writing comedy, I started with sketch comedy. Because I one of the things that really wanted to get me going with sketches was The Whitest Kid You Know.
Yeah, I got to do an interview with Timmy. That was awesome.
What's Timmy like?
He's hilarious, dude. At one point, he was like, just so you know, I'm naked. At one point I told him too, because he was like, I was like, I can't remember the joke we made, but I was like, I just do this so I can like talk to people. And he's like, that sounds sad. I was like, I'm actually not even recording. I just wanted you to know. Like,
an excuse to talk to somebody.
Just we were goofing around. It was real fun. You can actually still find it on YouTube under Yellow City Comedy Podcast. I think it's on the Yellow City Comedy
I gotta look
YouTube
that up.
channel. Let's see, but yeah, so this is Stephen Lynch. This guy is the reason I learned to play guitar.
I was really
One of my favorite comics.
As I am wont to do.
He's also very talented.
I came across a passage about a guy in the Bible I had never heard of before, and I was intrigued by this. In all my years and years of Bible study, I had never come across this gentleman, and he seemed to me relatively unknown to the public at large. And I thought, this is a guy I could write a song about. Because not only is he kind of unknown, but he was kind of relatable in a way. He really was. He was like an everyman. He was the kind of guy you would hang out with in everyday life. So I wanted to write a song about him. And the best part is that he's related to someone else in the Bible, so you can kind of put him into context a little bit. So we're going to try out this song for you tonight. It goes like this. Everyone knows Jesus, the guy who healed the lame. Well, I am Jesus' brother. Craig is my name.
I like how he's looking at the audience.
Oh, he's a hell of a performer, man.
Yeah.
Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Jesus is the Lamb. Jesus is the Son of God, but Craig don't give a damn.
Wow.
Because when Craig's inside, we'll party all damn night. I don't turn water into wine, but bro. I'm fucking Craig. I'm fucking Craig. Yeah, I'm fucking Craig. Craig Christ. I hang out with lepers, Barabbas and Salome. Jesus' friends are called apostles. Those dudes are totally gay.
Oh my God.
Jesus performed miracles from Galilee to Rome. But it would be a miracle if he brought a fucking lady home.
Oh my God.
Because while Jesus is praying, fucking Craig is laying. Every lady in the testament, you know what I'm saying. I won't die for your sin like my famous kin. But if you got a little sister, then there's room at this inn. I'm fucking Craig. Yeah, I'm fucking Craig. Fucking Craig.
I love how he just adds the fucking Craig.
Christ. Jesus was our mother's fave. All her love.
It's his energy that really sells it.
But there's no sibling rivalry when he's nailed to that tree.
Oh my God.
And now the question for you is not what would Jesus do, but where will you be when the Craig machine comes partying through? And if the Lord will allow, you got to ask yourself how and who and why and when and where is my Messiah now? It's fucking Craig. It's fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Oh, fucking Craig. Craig Christ. Craig Christ.
All right, so
Craig Christ.
that's his song about God, right? So I think he's like, since I did this song about God, I got to do one about the devil as well. And I love his such a comedic point of view.
Yeah.
Like he's so talented, man.
His energy is what makes it like so unique and phenomenal. Like it's something where it's like anybody can really think of the idea of singing about the brother of Christ, but it's like bringing that energy and going like the fucking Craig.
Dude, like the question for you is not what would Jesus do, but
Yeah.
where will you be when the Craig machine comes partying through? That's the greatest line I've ever heard in my life.
That is really phenomenal. I've heard of that song. I've never seen it performed, but I've never heard it. And that, oh man, that's so good.
So that's the song about God. I feel like I have to do it justice by playing a song about the devil as well.
Totally do. Even it out.
I figured, since I wrote a song about, God and Jesus and all that, I would have to give the opposition equal time. Ever since first man has walked this earth, I have been here to whisper seeds of doubt and evil thoughts into his ear. I am the beast, the outcast angel fallen from on high. I go by many names, but there is one you can't deny. My name is Satan. Hi, everybody. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My friends all called me Old Scratch, and I am a Capricorn. My turn-ons are romantic walks and killing the unborn. I've got little devil horns and a little goatee, little devil eyes, little devil see, and little cloven hooves make it kind of hard to ski. I'm Satan.
It's awesome. This is like something that should be in South Park.
Mephistopheles for some, I don't know. My real name is Beelzebub, but you can call me Beals. I love to watch Fox News and then go club some baby seals.
Oh my God.
Then I'll take a bubble bath and drink a Zinfandel, try to wash off that baby seal smell, and then I'll make a toast to me. Hey, here's to my hell. My name is Satan. To carry on my evil ways, I went and had a son, and now he makes his living as a singing comedian. I'm in every Zeppelin album. I'm in all Rush Limbaugh's rants. I'm the reason that the Boston Red Sox even had a chance. And if I want to eat your soul, I'll just throw it on the griddle. Don't need to make a deal, I don't need to tell a riddle. And fuck Charlie Daniels, I don't care if you can fiddle, I'm Satan. Devil went down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. Which is fucking bullshit, because I would not be caught dead in Georgia. Okay, it's like, oh my god! 666.
Stephen Lynch, dude, he's a god among
Does he
comics.
do those songs back to back?
He didn't at Live at the El Rey. He did not. That was like it was a DVD that came out. I remember being like 15. Like that first one that I showed you is off the DVD. Is Live at the El Rey. And dude, I must have been 14, 15 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I had walked up to Hastings. I had seen him on Comedy Central. He did a song. Like, if I could be a superhero, I would be awesome, man. You know what I mean? Like, and like he like did the whole Comedy Central special as if he was talking to children, and then he had this one that I think that probably the one he's most known for is that song. It's like, so you see, last night you caught me spanking it. No use denying it, 'cause I was really cranking it. That's probably his most famous song, or like the Special Ed.
I heard about Special Ed. I never heard it.
But like, yeah, so. He did all those songs like "Grandfather Die," "Don't Leave Me in Suspense." You know what I mean?
I really love comedians who do that are able to do like songs that are like actual songs, but they're super, super funny. Like I love Wheeler Walker Jr.
Yeah.
And I just started listening to Tiny Meat Gang, and their shit's hilarious because it sounds like legit rap music, but it's the funniest stuff. Do you listen to Tiny Meat Gang?
I've heard a little bit of them.
Are you familiar with Vine? Like not Vine stars?
I know. I know what Vine is.
Do you know like any of the really famous ones?
No.
Did you ever hear the one where the guy Crystalia, yeah. Did you ever hear the famous one of that guy that goes like, "Hey, it's your boy, Skinny Penis," on there? It was this guy that did like one Vine on there, and it made him like a superstar, and he made other ones. And he teamed up with this other guy who was a Vine star named Cody Ko, and they do a podcast themselves, but then they started this group together called Tiny Meat Gang. And they do like stuff that sounds like legit rap music because they're really good at it, but they do like hilarious topics. Like they do one about eating a lot of food so that your dick gets fat. And it's just stuff where he's like, my dick fits in a trunk.
See, as far as like comedy rap goes, Little Dicky's got that shit.
Yeah.
Little Dicky's so good. But like back real quick before we get too far away, Stephen Lynch, you guys make sure to go check him out on YouTube.
Definitely.
All of his stuff. He has new albums out. His latest album that I know of was 3 Balloons. I think he has one after that. I just haven't been able to check it out. It's all studio, and so it has like drums and shit. It's so good. But what I was going to show you, one more. Do you mind if I show you one more song?
You're good, dude.
This one's D&D. The reason I like this one is because it shows like, he has his buddies with him. One of them's his buddy. One of them's his brother. But what they do in the song is really fucking clever.
Does he still perform now?
He was on Broadway for The Wedding Singer.
Oh.
That guy, he doesn't have a harmonica. That's his mouth.
Oh,
What harmonica? Bassoon. And you're a cocksucker. Thank you. Great. I got my 12-sided die and I'm ready to roll with a wizard and my goblin crew. My friends are coming over to my mom's basement bringing Funyuns and the Mountain Dew. I got a big broadsword made out of cardboard and that stereo's a pumping Zeppelin. It's that time of the night we turn on the black light. Let the Dungeons and the Dragons begin. It's D&D. Fighting with the legends of yore. It's D&D.
That harmonizing's so tight, dude.
Oh. Woo! Do it. Play a little guitar, Tyke. Come on. Play us a little guitar.
You see that shit?
Yeah.
Now the Lord of the Rings, the dark crystalline things, we use these as a reference tool. And when we put on our cloaks and tell warlock jokes, we're the coolest kids at the school. No, we're not. I know. Now Tyke's a real bastard, but a fair dungeon master. He's got hit points and charisma to lend. And I rehearse in my room, or what I call the dragon's tomb. When I'm not out with my girlfriend, it's D&D. Oh, well, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. 1 second.
He's all getting into it.
Come on. What? Seriously. What? You got a fucking girlfriend? Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I do.
All right.
I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
All right. I do. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. Go.
It's D&D.
Well, they jumped right back into it. That's really good.
It's D&D. When our shift ends at the Taco Bell. Woo! Chalupa! That's right. Come on.
Jesus Christ, that guy's huge.
Well, my medieval brother, there's room here for another. Would you care to take a roll of the die?
Now listen to my words. You guys are fucking nerds. I'd rather stick that sword in my eye.
Wow.
You're not a warrior strong. Your fucking wand is a bong. There's no such thing as a gnome or a sprite.
We put a spell on thee.
You guys are too much for me.
That's what your mama said last night. It's D&D. Warriors who can terrify. It's D&D. Virgins till the day we
That's so impressive to me.
The coordination is just phenomenal.
want to fuck you die. Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Lynch.
That's how they close the show.
That's how they close it. That's-
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And then I think they actually came back because on the DVD there were specials where they came, like all three of them were on stage doing other songs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then but that guy made me want to play guitar. That's how good he is. And I think he still performs now. I don't know if he's doing so much performing as stand up. I know he like I said, he was on Broadway. He was Adam Sandler's character in The Wedding Singer. Which when people are like, "You're on Broadway," he's like, "Come on, man. This is The Wedding Singer. Like, don't fucking patronize me."
I'd probably be that way too. Like I imagine, like if
It's like he's like, "I wasn't in Book of Mormon, dog.
Yeah.
Like, let it go."
Like if you're like if it's something where it's like if you're just on Broadway for that, I imagine like you have to deal with the assholes. Like, oh, Mr. Broadway's coming,
Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood's coming here. How was New York, huh?
You forget about us over here, huh? You forget about us over in Texas, hey? Like why are you talking like
Like,
that?
why are you speaking like you're from Boston
It's
and
like,
Brooklyn?
Mom, stop. What are you doing?
Stop smoking.
Fucking, are we going out to eat? You said we're going out to eat. Why are you talking like that? You know?
I'm somebody who like it's funny for me because like for people that don't like know me for a long time, whenever I'm like I wouldn't say mocking, but whenever I'm just doing like a patronizing voice, I do stuff like that where it's like a Boston accent or a Brooklyn accent. I'm like, oh, do you think so?
Yeah, I don't know why either. I do the same thing.
And I just it's kind of like Bill Burr when he was saying like I don't know why, and he goes whenever I'm impersonating an idiot, I do a Southern accent, and he goes it's nothing really against the South, I just do it, and I think it's the same way for me. It's like whenever I'm just like mockingly doing something, I do that voice.
I think it's because back in the day I used to watch a lot of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And me and my buddy Schindler, we would just go into Carl, man. Like, we'd always be like, yeah, though, so I noticed you guys had your lights on over there. And then I noticed the cord going from your house to mine. So I put two and two together, and I realized you're pissing me off. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we would just talk to each other like that for hours.
Yeah.
So I think whenever if I'm playing Rocket League, dude, if I'm just chilling and stuff, I'm probably not going to be doing that well. But, dude, you get me going into characters. Like, if I'm doing, like, an old man, like,
shit.
one time, you know, if I'm just going off, I'm going to be killing. Because I'm not even thinking about the game. I'm having so much fun in this character. that like I don't even care if we win, so we're gonna win. You know what I mean? Like it's just like back to stand up.
Dude, I shit you not. I do the same exact thing when I'm playing on PlayStation. By the way, if you guys want to add me on PlayStation, my username is CHGNLSS. All lowercase, all one word.
Dude, I'm OJ Pimps. I'm on Xbox.
All right.
And
I'll
then,
add you on Xbox.
Nice. And then if you want to add George the High Guy, he's Elon Puffs.
Oh, that's a great name.
Yeah, I helped him come up with it. We were so excited.
Anyways, so whenever I'm doing that with friends, the one we do a lot lately is we're all fans of that show Big Mouth on Netflix.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet.
Watch it immediately.
I think I've watched like the first 2 episodes.
You have to. It's a show where you have to ride through the first 3 episodes. Once you get past the first 3 episodes and you get settled in with like the themes and how all the characters work, because it gets kind of weird and trippy at the beginning. But once you get settled into what it's like, it just gets super funny and meta a lot. But whenever I'm doing a lot of the impressions, like with me and my friends, I have a friend who does you know what the hormone monster is on there?
No.
That big furry guy that's walking around. That's following the kids.
I can't say that I do, man.
This
really wish I did.
This is gonna sound like the weirdest fucking thing for people who haven't heard of Big Mouth. They're like a big hairy thing following kids.
Hormone monster.
A hormone monster. What the hell is this? But for people who don't watch the show, it's like cartoon about like kids going through puberty, and they're followed around by this thing called the hormone monster that only they can see. And it's played by Nick Kroll, who does like a really, really deep voice as the hormone monster. And it just says like fucked up things.
Apparently, he's one of the funniest people on the planet
to
like hang out with.
He says the funniest shit on the show. Like he was talking to the kids, like as the hormone monster, and he's like, you know what you should do? You should send her a dick pic. Chicks love that, especially when they come out of like nowhere and with like zero context. And they said, I forgot what else he said. He was like, every orgy needs a witness and baby wipes. And they show Nick Kroll plays this other person called Coach Steve, and that's usually the one I make fun of is Coach Steve because it's that accent from the northeast region, and he has this hormone monster that follows him around. But the joke is that he's like an old man, and yet he still has a hormone monster since he's a virgin.
Okay,
and so it's just like this old hormone monster that follows him around, and he goes like, "You're the best, Steve," and then he just turns around, he's like, "No, you're the man, my hormone monster, dude." And it's the coach that he plays is one of the funniest people in it. And Nick Kroll does like a Trey Parker deal with this, where he just constantly does like a whole bunch of the voices.
Yeah,
and it's different like accents, so doesn't make sense for the region that they're in, but it's just hilarious.
I can fully understand that too, man. There's so much I need to watch. There's so many shows out there I need to watch.
Yeah.
F is for Family is gonna air the 3rd season soon.
I'm not even halfway through the 2nd season. There's other shows I need to catch up right now on. Like I was telling you, I'm rereading Daredevil Born Again before I go and watch Daredevil season 3.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I guess I just when it comes to like comic adaptations, I like watching it right after I've read it, so I get like the frame by frame.
I was so salty about all these. I haven't seen any of the new Marvel movies. I was because like, dude, the same guys who were calling me faggot for wearing Ninja Turtle shirts are now like in the first ones in line to go see these Marvel movies.
Dude, you're telling me, man. I went through that shit a lot as a kid, where they were like, "Oh, fucking queer, queer, you listening, you're watching, you're watching
over there, fag." You know
what are you, some kind of fag? You're reading the Marvel comics?
What, dude? You're reading for fun? You're not sticking your dick inside puss? What are you doing?
What are you doing? You're not even reading the lady comics.
I got 3 kids already. I got 3 kids. We're in the 8th grade, man. You got to get your life together.
You're not even reading the lady comics. You're reading like Superman. You're super queer. What's your deal?
Come on. So many friggin' fucking fags. Yeah, but like they're the first ones to be like, dude, this is a great. What storyline are you in? Like, what's your favorite universe? And it's like I got so mad that I fucking quit. I probably picked up buying comics 2 months ago again.
Yeah,
I quit for years. I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
One of the biggest
ruined
irritations
it.
I had.
Now I'm back in it. So
was like. I'm glad that it's becoming part of pop culture, and like people can really get invested with it, especially for me, like whenever I was like a little bit on the younger side before they started doing like Iron Man and these other ones that started making this universe, people just weren't really into it. So it was a cool thing to run into somebody who also knew about comics. And I guess the problem I have with the thing becoming part of the pop culture is that I guess it's like some people's reaction to it, where I meet a lot of people who just want to like use that as their excuse to prove they know more about Marvel.
Yeah.
Like I know people that like try to like prove they know more about X-Men, but their knowledge is just based on like the old Bryan Singer X-Men movies. And I'm like, there's so much more to X-Men than that. And
well, not even that. It's just it sucks. You can't be like, I like comics now. Oh, you really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite universe? What do you think about this?
Yeah.
It's like, man,
Because then you're an equal parts asshole if you're trying to test somebody just because
that's
they like it.
You know nothing about hockey, and I'm like, well, what'd you think about? How'd you think that they handled that one penalty? I thought that was a terrible hooking penalty in the Avalanche game last night. Yeah. And I just started talking to you about it, and it's like, you're not that deep. All you said was, yeah, I like to watch hockey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then, like, in any scenario, it's a terrible fucking position to be in, where, like, this guy's clearly one-upping you and trying to make you feel, he wants to feel superior in one form. And it doesn't matter if you're talking about, like, hot sauces, if you're talking about fucking movies, if you're talking about stand-up comedy. Well, actually, Pryor actually paved the road. That's a horrible person to talk to. And now, like,
because it's like you're not really joining us in the fandom. You're trying to boost yourself up to prove you're the biggest.
Well,
fan.
you're seeing every movie, so you know everything. It's like, dude, I watch I'm a Turtles guy. I own, you know what I mean? Like, I watch the Turtles. I love Spider-Man, so I watch Spider-Man. But I'm not gonna go see. I am not going to break the bank to go see a new movie every fucking month just because they all happen to deal with one another. And I really don't like Thor that much, so I'm not going to go watch those. I'm not a big Avengers guy. I mean, there's a lot going on there. You know,
I think for me,
I don't like going to the movie theaters.
A lot of it depends. Oh, I love going to the movie theaters. I'm a huge cinephile. If I'm having like a really good month, I go to the movies about once or twice a week.
Nah,
but
man.
I'm just somebody who like just sits down and just dissects movies piece by piece.
I can't sit there that long. I get too bored, and then ever since the shooting, I was like, fuck that.
Oh yeah, man. But I just think back to our point about like the comic book things. I definitely knew a guy in high school who was that way, where anytime we were talking about something and we had just started a conversation, like we were talking about our favorite Batman comics one time, I remember, and I was talking about how I liked Barbara Gordon and her being Batgirl and all that stuff, and I liked how well that was written into the comics. And this guy just like rushes in, just going like, "Yeah, I know, like this and this and that." And he's like, "And then that time that like Two-Face shot her in the spine and blah, blah, blah." And the whole time I was like, this guy's like really rushing to like say shit that proves that he's smart. And then the whole time I was like, dude, you just said Two-Face shot her in the spine. I was like, I could easily just go like, you know, it was Joker, right? And I was like, I think with those kinds of people, it's just not worth the argument.
Yeah, you're right, man. On a flip note, I just remembered something.
Oh, shit.
Last night, I came up with my own political party.
Oh.
It's called the Freedom Guy Party.
Freedom
Guys, or freedom. Just freedom. And like
that needs to be your only explanation.
This
like,
is
what
gonna
do you
be
stand on?
This is my platform. I'm like, look. You guys are mad at them for this. I'm just gonna give you. Everyone wants to be free, right? You want to be free. You want guns, right? You want to fucking do your thing. I'm gonna give you freedom. Right, but it's on y'all. If here's the thing, this could ruin the country. I'm giving it to y'all. This is you. We're all in this together. We're fucking freedom. Just say freedom a lot, right? And be like, I don't want to go to wars. I don't want to do that. So we're not gonna do wars. We're just gonna rule out doing wars for a while. No more wars.
Putting a pause on that, guys.
and then pretty much freedom for everybody. And then if you just gotta handle it. Handle it with responsibility. You want to smoke weed? Smoke weed. Freedom though. All right? You want to do drugs? Do drugs. Freedom. Don't fucking die, right? Yeah. Don't rob anybody. Get your money the right way. Freedom, okay? Just freedom. Pay your taxes. I don't know.
Freedom.
This is on you, okay? You're going to be like, you're the worst president ever. Not really. It's on you. I gave it all to you. It's all you guys. So if y'all fuck it up, it's you. Freedom.
It's like you should call it like the tough love initiative.
That's just not even tough love. I just think there's you guys are mad at this guy. You guys are mad at that guy. Fuck it. There is no guys. Just deal with it. Freedom. There's
sort of like a peaceful anarchism.
Yeah, just don't do anything bad. Just quit being bad. Yeah. Don't steal. Give $1 to a homeless guy. I don't know. He wants to be free too. No more wars. I think I covered that. Freedom.
You should do that with like Jesus coming back, just being like, freedom. You get it. You get it. Look under your seat. You get freedom as well.
Everybody's getting freedom.
Everybody's getting it.
Here's the thing. If you abuse it though, I'm out, right? And then no more weed, right? No more guns. You love your guns. Don't shoot people with them.
Yeah.
Shoot targets or just hang on my wall. Buy a gold one. Be like, that's my gold gun. It's on my wall. I love guns. That's proof.
Watch me shoot this target. Boom.
Freedom. Don't kill people. I think we're good. Freedom. You know what I mean? Just like, that's it. Don't
start running out of breath. Just like, I think I've said everything. Yeah. Freedom.
Just all around good people.
Yeah.
Don't fucking fuck over anybody. And then
see, you bring a better like political speech to it, because for me, I mean, I usually don't. I guess when it comes to platforms, I usually don't talk about politics, because the thing about it for me is like.
So I'm running, and I don't want to run as an independent libertarian. No, I'm freedom. I'm part of the Freedom Party.
Are you going to
Freedom
run for
guy.
a specific office?
I don't know, whichever one. I'm not doing anything. If my name ends up on a ballot, I'm not gonna be mad. But
Well, there you go.
you guys got to tell me if it happens.
At least it's some kind of goal.
I'm going like that one dude with the boot on his head. You know what I'm talking about? What's his name?
For a second, I thought you meant Vermin.
Vermin Supreme. Vermin Supreme.
Remember when he did his speech about zombie power?
Oh yeah, dude, and
He's
free.
like, we're
and
gonna
free,
have zombies on treadmills.
free ponies for every American.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him? Does he still do stuff?
Yeah, every primary. Like here in 2 years, you can vote for him in New Hampshire.
I might.
You have to move there.
If
right?
Oh fuck. Well, it'll be worth it.
Because that's to put him in the running
for
president. Well, you, like the primary votes. I don't know how it
If
fucking
he makes
works.
it through that,
they
he's
make it
got
so
my
goddamn
vote.
confusing that like I don't know, man. Like everyone's like, you better vote. Here's the thing, I don't even know what the fuck we're voting.
Yeah.
on.
See, that's the reason why I usually don't divulge a lot of my political views on, like on any social media. I mean, when it's one thing when you're shooting the shit with your friends and you're just sharing your opinion based on what you think. But it's like I don't like telling people what to think when it comes to that stuff because in reality, look, I'm 20 years old. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's
I'm
not my
28
place
and I
to
have
go-
no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, who's Beto? How do you say it?
It's I used to say Beto,
But
and
it's
then
not right.
It's not right. Funny joke came out of that from my
But what
friend,
is his real name?
Bato?
Bato?
It's Beto.
Beto.
Yeah.
Bato?
Yeah, it's Beto O'Rourke.
Bato.
I imagine your listeners, like the people that are voting for him, be like, "It's Beto, god damn it!"
Yeah. I don't know his name.
Like
Vote
it's
for him if you
Alex
want. If you
Jones.
want him to win, go fucking vote for him, dude. That's how it works. Here's the thing, I'll vote for him. Here's the thing: if I get enough comments telling me to vote for Beto, I will go vote for him. Honestly, just because he's the only other one I know about, like Ted Cruz, right? Isn't he in there?
Yeah,
he's in the mix, right? I don't like him. He just has one of those fucking like he beat Down syndrome faces. You know what I mean? He's just a douche.
As soon as somebody told me he looked like Kevin from The Office, that's all I saw.
Oh, that's all I can see, dude. Yeah,
all
for
I can
sure.
see now.
If he doesn't go as Kevin for The Office as Halloween, like he's missing out on some great opportunities.
And then I think the thing for me that like always stuck in my head, I mean, it's honestly that's not really gonna affect my political thing, but I think that just always gets in my head when people say Ted Cruz was that incident with his Twitter. Did you ever hear about that? Where he accidentally on his Twitter page he accidentally liked a porno.
Did he accidentally like it?
Well,
why was it in his feed?
Well, it was when you go to Twitter and you pull up somebody's account, you can go down to liked, like this the
I
post
know
they
that.
liked, and it was on a liked. It was some like porno movie, and when the news broke, people thought he had liked it by accident or something like weird had happened.
Well, hold on. You got to ask yourself. I'm just a logic guy. I don't know
Yeah.
anything. I don't know anything. How was it in his feed if he's not regularly looking that kind of shit up? If he's not following a hashtag or
Yeah.
something? So, but whether he accidentally liked it or not is not part of the fucking question. It's why is it there? Why was it in your feed, homie? That's what. Like, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. Look
Yeah.
at all the porn you want, dog. I don't care.
Same.
But for the people who do care, you're arguing the wrong point. Don't ask why you liked it. Ask why it was there.
Yeah, and I think for me, I think that I didn't really care. I guess, and it's another thing. I really don't care what you do. I think I found it hilarious because he was somebody who was so avid, like
I'd have made it
adamant.
a great attorney.
He was so like adamant about hating porn and thinking like porn was all ruining society.
That's
And
somebody.
then here it is
That's
on
somebody
your
who
feed.
watches too much porn.
Yeah.
That's somebody who's like porn's ruining society. I don't. That's somebody who
That
watches
dude
so
watches
much.
the weirdest shit.
It's
too.
somebody who watches so much that
Like whenever
he's
he
like,
gets specific, you know that's what his last fuck up was. Like especially hentai.
Yeah.
Don't watch that.
You guys ever like, especially he starts naming actresses, like her stuff. Like yeah, no, but that's a guy. Someone who's like scared of porn. Like he like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
against porn. That's a guy who watches so much porn that he's like uncomfortable about
Yeah.
people maybe even thinking
Yeah.
he might watch a little bit.
That guy
because
probably watches more porn. That guy probably watches more porn than Terry Crews did.
like that's all is like in his private jet is just like old VHS because it's weird. You know what I mean? Like you know,
So
like,
it's like the creepy old man shit. Just
like
a
you
bunch
know
of
you
VHSs.
can there's the internet, right? He's like, yeah, I don't like that.
I don't trust that. They're like, and then for Ted Cruz, they're like, no, wait, check this out on Twitter. You can just get
Stop
this
by
on
the
your feed."
Goodwill and get me a new VHS player. This one's eating tapes.
No, but whenever I hear Ted Cruz, I always think of that incident because I just think it was hilarious. I think later on when the news broke, they were saying that.
Hold on, someone just knocked on my door. Give me one second.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. I don't know who it is. All right, for the audience, we're only gone like that fast. But George, the high guy, wanted to play some Rocket League. I was like, you gotta wait, motherfucker. We gotta finish this podcast, man. I forgot what we were talking about. Politics, maybe? Beto?
I think we were talking about Ted
Bottom?
Cruz and porn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, that one he put out was dope. I'm just kidding.
That was a weird political choice of his. I never thought he put up an ad where he's banging Stormy Daniels. I was like, whoa.
Dude, it's like, dude, he's really going for the, he's like, this is this how you do it? Yeah. Do you like me now, America? Like, it's just like...
I'm really screwing the Democrats now.
Just crying, calling his wife. I'm sorry, I just want the office so bad.
It's like that guy from Black Mirror that fucks the pig. He's just like crying. Just like, will you vote for me now?
Will you come on, America? Don't let me lose to Hillary. Do you think she's going to run again? Did she say? I don't know. I don't follow anything.
Hillary? I haven't heard anything in the news about Hillary. I don't think it'd be a wise decision if she did, because it's like
you can only lose so many times.
Yeah, if you lost to Obama, okay, sure, but if you lost to Donald Trump, that's a sign that shit's
it's
not
over
gonna
for
work.
you.
Yeah,
Just
it's not
go
gonna
buy
work.
your island, right?
Yeah.
You got a good $1 jillion. Just go
Yeah.
buy an island to fucking hang out. Stop work. Like, why are you 95 and still working in the political arena? It's like fucking. Retire.
Yeah.
You have so much money. Retire. You're clearly not trying to make it a better world.
Yeah.
At this point, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe you are. Maybe in your head you are. I don't know.
Maybe like a more of like from like a I guess like a kingpin standpoint.
It's more.
Where you're like, I'm doing fucked up shit, but it's for the greater good.
Well, no, it's like one of those things. It seems like a fucking. I don't think she's doing it to make it a better place. It seems like at this point, it's fucking ego. Almost like I gotta do it. I know I can do it.
I think it's kind of like collecting cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. She's just trying to go like, okay, now I got the. It's like Thanos getting the Infinity Stone. She's like, all right, I've held this office, I've held that office, I've held this office, and now I've held this office, and so.
And I can understand fighting to really want to be the first female president, but like I just don't think it's in your cards.
Yeah. Plus, with this, I just think with her, it was just, I think people were constantly making that argument of like, look, we understand that you want to be the first female president, and it's totally a justified thing to want, but you have to realize you get to be female president, but at what cost?
Right.
You don't want to be, the female president that like a lot of people in the politics secretly hate. You want to be like the female president that like really makes a huge impact.
Well, like, I don't. It's so twisted, man. Like I think last night everyone got into a drunken political argument. That's when I made the Freedom Party, because everyone was yelling. And I was like, "Listen, I'm making my own party." Right?
I think that's how all parties started. It was just a drunk argument.
Yeah, and I was,
you know what? Fine. Me and all of my friends here, we're gonna go to that side of the bar and we're voting this way.
But here's the thing: time taints everything, because like they were like one person was like, Hillary didn't even delete any emails. We're like, didn't she go? Like, I don't know. I'm an idiot. Didn't she go to court for that?
Yeah.
So what do you mean she didn't do it? Well, dude, she got cleared. It's like, yeah, but Casey Anthony got cleared, bro. We all know she did it.
Well, plus, and again, for me, just like that,
that's my generation's OJ, dude.
Yeah.
Well, Casey, like, dude, I watched that and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. She got off. She got away with it. Like, there was so much, bro. If my parents grounded me off of evidence and I got away with some shit, like, it was never stacked against me like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a burnt down house. There's a video of you burning down a house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, all they were missing was like audio recordings of Casey Anthony.
No, you're not grounded. You just can't play video games. Like, that would never happen, bro. I cannot believe she got away. Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about. I just got sunk down deep into
Hillary Clinton.
Casey Anthony bullshit.
Talking about Hillary Clinton. Do you think she killed her kids?
Do I think she thought about it?
Honestly, at this point, for like all the stuff I see where people talk about like the Clintons like ordering kills on people and stuff like that. Again, I'm just for the record, guys, I'm not taking any stance on all of this. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
don't take my word for anything.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm just talking about the stuff I've read before, not really adding my opinion. But
and who knows? It may have been fake news.
Yeah, it's fake news. Okay, it's fake news. Let me tell you something about it.
Okay.
It's the largest fake news you've ever heard. But it's
the fakest news. News. It's fake.
You see,
it's
right
fake
here
news.
at the bottom, it's the fake news.
Nobody knows
the real fake
Nobody
news.
knows fake news the way I know fake news. Okay. But,
I think with all the stuff that I thought about that with reading the articles and stuff about people going like, Hillary and all the Clintons have had people ordered to be murdered in secret and all that, like in espionage fashion. It's like, I wonder who she was like, I don't think I should kill that person. Like
dude, they got into an argument about Benghazi, right? Dude, and here's the thing. I feel like I don't want to say who was arguing just because everybody on the podcast will know exactly who they are. But one person made the greatest stance, and he looked at me and he goes, "I'm safe to assume you've never been on a federal investigation, right?" And I was like, "Nah." He's like, Yeah. So would you say it's weird to be under federal investigation 6 times? And I was like, yeah. He's like, point made. And I was like, and I still don't know which side he was arguing for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm still going, freedom party. Freedom. Everyone's going to have freedom under my party, right? And they're arguing. That was like the one thing that stuck out. I still don't know who he was talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was fighting for or against Hillary or for or against Trump. No clue.
That's the problem with me when I talk about politics with people. Whenever I just make when I'm just like,
which
stating
one was
my
under
opinion.
investigation? Both.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just make points where I'm just like, well, this would kind of suck. And they're like, yeah, that does suck. But who are you talking about? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It's like Bill Burr said it best. He's like, I like Trump just because he was like, they were like, you said this about women, you said this about women, you said this about women. He's like, no. I said that about Rosie O'Donnell. And they were like, they laughed, but then they're like, no, you also said it about other women. He's like, maybe I did. Yeah. And he was like, it was over.
Yeah.
It was over. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's the honest thing. I think Donald Trump will get reelected.
I think so too.
I think we're going to see him for 8 years.
I think he's going to get reelected.
Yeah, and then after that, Terry Crews. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I think The Rock said he was going to run, and then Kanye said he was going to run, didn't he?
Kanye's not going to get it.
Probably because of now.
I don't know. I think the way people vote are like they'd be crazy to see Kanye, so Kanye might get it.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not a political scientist, but I think that was probably like the idea for some people to be like, wouldn't it be cool?
Wouldn't it be hilarious
if Donald Trump became president? And then by the time, the primaries were coming through and he was really catching a lead, they were like, oh shit, Donald Trump might become president. Oh my God.
It's scary, dude. But he's living the dream. He's proof that anybody can become president. I mean, if you have a lot of money, I guess.
Yeah. I think that was sort of like 2 lessons in a row between Obama and Trump where it was like really anybody could. Except for a woman.
Except for a woman. Except for Hillary.
Yeah,
anybody but Hillary can be president, dude. That's what we've learned.
Yeah. And that was one argument I heard a lot when the election was done and people were claiming that Trump had won because people didn't want to vote for a woman. And a lot of people were saying people didn't vote against Democrat because they were against women. They voted against Democrat because they're against Hillary.
Do you think like the United States will collapse underneath Donald Trump?
No.
No,
it will not. If it didn't collapse under Andrew Jackson,
I don't think
it's not going to collapse
either.
And I think that's a problem I have with a lot of people that really like not inflate, but they blow up the problems. Out of
they Alex Jones it.
They Alex Jones it for both sides. And like I remember people that used to say Obama was the worst president ever, and then people saying,
dude, he got called the Antichrist more than anybody on the planet has ever been called the Antichrist.
Yes.
And I think it's solely on the fact that he was black.
Yeah,
that's so crazy. That's so fucking crazy.
Probably because he was black and Democrat.
Yeah, dude, they were like, especially Republicans, they're like, there's 2 evil people in that one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he got called the Antichrist.
And like Alex Jones going like, look at his eyes. You could see the lizard right there coming out of his eyes.
Yeah, dude. Imagine you got elected. You're like, I won. And then people are like, he's the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Like, people are calling you the Antichrist, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that would suck.
And that's one thing I think sucks for every election. Like, as much as I'm not really a big fan of Donald Trump, I was like, I kind of feel bad for anybody if they get elected and like the next day after you're elected into office, they're like, no, you cheated.
Yeah.
You fucking cheated.
Well, here's the Russian collusion thing. Okay, so someone, like, once again last night, they were trying to explain to me, and I don't follow politics. I mean, I'm sure you probably don't know enough to answer this question.
I very minimally follow.
How did Bernie get cheated out of being the Democratic choice? How? Because my question was, once again, if we can prove that she cheated him out of that spot, why did we allow her to run still?
Yeah.
That's my question. So maybe there's a logical answer for it that I'm not aware of, but
maybe there is. Like I said, I've only heard people talk about it, and I've read like opinion pieces from people that say stuff like that.
I like to think, right? I like to ask questions. I feel like people always ask the wrong questions.
Yes, especially for me. One of the things that people don't ask the right questions for or the right amount of questions for is religion.
Right.
I don't really think people give religion the amount of challenge that you need. And I'm not saying like immediately deny religion or come up to a Christian and be like, this doesn't make sense. It's like, it's good to like challenge your thoughts and try to grow and provide some catharsis.
I'm not a religious man, but I think if you are, right, let's say that, for your example, I think that, and I'm sure this is actually on par with how you feel. I think that if you can look at your religion and go that this makes sense and you believe in that, you really believe that, then in your brain you should logically also be able to conclude that the people who grew up in the Middle East are going through the same thing that you're going through, which is why they believe what they believe. It's just a different religion, and you shouldn't hate them for not liking your religion. There should be no fighting amongst the religions.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. Because if you believe what you believe, then you should be able to go, well, okay, this is what's taught to me.
Yeah.
You know, that's what was taught to him. I see why he believes that. You know, it's on you to question your beliefs. Even if you don't, that's on you. You're going to be giving a lot of money to people who don't deserve it.
That's the way I viewed religion.
You're going to fucking run into a lot of evil motherfuckers who are going to take over your shit if you don't at least question it and go, like, I'm not saying don't go to church. Go to the right fucking church.
Yeah.
Don't go to Joel Osteen. This dude's going to fucking take money from you, and you're not.
And
dude.
build that building for the new flood. He's not going to let people in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, don't go to that church. Go to the church that's in the ghetto, where after service, they go take all that money, and they go to the fucking food bank or whatever, and they get food, and then after that, they go hand it out on Monday. Go to that church.
Yeah.
Go to the church that doesn't have a fish tank,
or
that doesn't have a fucking TV, or it doesn't even have, they may not even have chairs. Right? Go to that church.
Yeah.
Because that church needs your money.
Yeah.
And you believe in what you believe is not going to change where you fucking pray at.
Yeah.
Just because that guy has a fucking Ferrari and a nice suit doesn't mean he's better at his job.
Yeah.
It means he's better at tricking people into giving him money. That's been
exactly.
But at the end of the day, if you believe in something, you should be able to look at somebody else in the eye and understand that they believe in something different, but it's logical. It's 100% logical. They didn't choose to believe in that. And if they did, they probably did their research and they found that one related more to them than anything else.
Exactly.
And you shouldn't hate them for that.
And I think that's what I always think is really wrong about, like, people that approach conversion very weird. Like I said, like the Christians who want to really chew out people and just really go at them. It's like, yeah, but even by your your own fundamental beliefs, that's, again, by the basis of Jesus at least, that's not something Jesus would want you to do. He doesn't want you to hate on somebody.
He definitely wouldn't want you to go to a
differences.
soldier's funeral and call him fags or something.
Exactly.
Like,
You
that
don't
seems like
wanna
the
do
last
that.
thing he would want you to do.
You want to approach somebody, and I'm somebody who believes that actions speak louder than words. So it's like, if you really want to show, like, the power of Christianity and all that, you shouldn't be shouting, all this stuff at people. You should just be going like, hey, I'm just going to be doing this.
You know who's
for
a
my
better
fellow
person
man.
than that person protesting a soldier's funeral is that lady, that homeless lady who walks around. I don't know if she's homeless. She just kind of looks like it. But she walks around with that sign that says, like, you're awesome.
Yeah.
She just holds it up. She's all over town.
Yeah, I've seen her.
Guess what? She's doing way more good in this world than that guy is. And she's not even talking about religion. But she can make you feel like, if you are a religious person and you're having a bad day and then you're like, man, I just wish I was having a better day. And then you drive by that lady, you see that sign, you're awesome, it picks you up a little bit.
Yeah.
You're going to say, God put that in your life.
Yes.
Right? That's what you're going to do. Now, I say, random coincidence, she happened to be there, and it actually made me feel better. But I'm also not talking to a higher power. So I'm sure if I was, I would be like, this, God, he came through. But no matter what, she's doing more with that little sign, you're awesome, than Joel Osteen is with his entire church.
Agreed.
Because she's not taking money from people.
Yeah.
And using it in fucking horrible ways.
Yes.
She's giving more back to the community than Joel Osteen.
Exactly.
She's paying fucking taxes if she has a job.
It's another thing where, like, your actions speak louder than words. I mean, just for really quick, for argument's sake, that there is a God.
Okay.
And so, but say, you have those people like that. Say you take this woman, and you take Joel Osteen, and you have people like that go to the pearly gates at the same exact time, and they're being judged. It's like, you have to realize that you're being judged based on your own perception of how things are going. So if you're somebody who thinks that it's okay to treat people like crap, or okay to berate people for different, beliefs, then Jesus or, God is going to be the one going, look, I have to look at you the same way you're looking at life. And if you're doing all this stuff and you're bringing people down, but from the religion, you're not acting in my name, you're not really following the faith. This person here has been lifting people up and is doing what I wanted people to do.
But see, there's people, and I agree with what you're saying, but there's people who argue, like, people who, they would never use God in a bad way. It's like, what about that guy? What about that dude that the amazing Randy proved was a liar? He was a televangelist who would have an earpiece and his wife would be in his ear.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, God's going to cure your
I was
cancer.
just
Throw
watching,
your fucking pills away.
I was just watching Leon Lush talk about that, where he had people.
There's a great documentary called An Honest Liar, and it's about the amazing Randy. And that dude is the shit. He is the absolute awesome. He is a fucking G
I've heard
of a person.
He's awesome. That guy that did that, though, that guy that had the earpiece or something.
Yeah. Like, dude, there's a special place in
Yeah,
hell for you,
that
dog.
is- I'm
Like-
not often one to
like-
just say, "Hey, you're gonna burn in hell for
Let's
something
say
like that." But
hell.
it's like
Let's
that's
say
gonna be
hell's
a
like
hard
a
one to
prison, dude.
defend.
Let's say hell's a prison.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you just got bunked up with Hitler, dude. What are you doing? You're a fucking piece of shit. Like you're throwing old people's canes away, saying God's gonna fix your knee problem, and really it's just adrenaline.
Yeah.
And then their knee's gonna hurt 4 times as worse tomorrow. But guess what? They're not gonna be there on camera.
Yeah.
To talk about it.
They're doing like the traveling circus act. Where once
Yeah.
they realize, once
Dude.
everybody's realized they've been scammed, they're already halfway across the country.
Get this new elixir here. See,
Yeah.
this is a cure-all. One cap cures everything: herpes, cancer. Right? Like
Yeah.
that's all he's doing. Just selling it. He's the Wild West fucking syrup salesman, dude.
Yeah.
It's really just fucking. It's just
And that's
fire
why
water with
their
a little
acts
bit of
are
cough syrup.
That's why their acts are always like on tour, because they can only stay there for the amount of time that that trick's gonna work. And then by the time people get wise to it and all that, they're already gone. They're already to the next
and the
group of
media's
people.
not going to cover it. Like, dude, what do you, we want us to cover a lying fucking... Nah, dude.
Yeah.
There's a hurricane. We're going to cover that. People aren't
Especially
scared of
since that
liars. They're
that-
scared of hurricanes.
Yeah, and that sort of entertainment panders a lot. So I feel like even if the media could get there, then it's easier for that priest who has that influence to just be like, that guy's a liar. He's been taken over by Satan and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And people just aren't going to be believed because somebody who does a lot of work like that is pandering to an audience that has their attention focused on him.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But, like, I'm not saying... Like, my mom's extremely religious. And, like, I would never take religion. I think if you use it in a good way...
Religion could be one of the most beautiful things on earth.
Dude, absolutely. If it got you off drugs... Look at
Yeah.
that.
And that's one of the main reasons I'm still a Christian. God has gotten me through some like really, really tough times.
I have to answer this because I want to see if I can buy Red Dead. Hold on.
Okay.
Boom. We're going to have to wrap this up soon because we're going to be going to some release party, right?
Yeah.
Release at GameStop. Hey.
Gonna go get Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption. I'm actually really stoked.
Yeah.
The first one was one of my favorite games of all time.
I agree. This whole week I've been amping up for it. I've been binging a bunch of westerns
Oh,
just so I
yeah?
can get ready. Yeah.
Oh,
like I
dude.
watched Django.
Imagine and like this is what I do for games. I don't look up shit. If I'm
Mhm.
already excited about it, why look up anything?
Yeah.
Don't look it up. Like,
Did you hear about the
GTA comes out? I'm not gonna look up anything on it. I do a media blackout. Only things I see are like I scroll past shit on Facebook and I just keep going.
I do that for movies.
That way, because I don't want to ruin anything,
Yeah.
man. I'm not even sure how good the graphics are.
I can tell you because I've seen it.
Phenomenal.
It's amazing. It's one of the most detailed games, not just in graphics, but in design and world. Like the world has its own ecosystems now. So like animals will fight each other based on how that ecosystem goes out. And like you have to adapt your character based on like the events. So like your stamina goes down if you're in a cold area and you don't have a jacket on. So they have all these cool elements that go on. But did you hear about the gameplay leak problem Rockstar had?
No.
2 days ago, there was like this 25-second gameplay clip that leaked. And it was just a shootout clip. And people were freaking out because they were like, oh, Rockstar didn't lift the embargo. People can't just be talking about the game right now. That's ridiculous. And Rockstar immediately like blocked it off so nobody else could see it online. They really blocked it. And this is 2 days before the embargo lifts and people are allowed to show gameplay.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call it. Someone else is knocking on my fucking door.
Well, thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We had to keep stopping.
It's all good, man.
All right.
All right. Let's go get Red Dead.
Yeah, let's do it. Real quick, I want to thank you guys again for tuning into the weekly Relapse. I want to do my quick sponsor plugs real quick. We already did at Spitefully Spicy. Do me a favor, go to Instagram and click on at Spitefully Spicy. Hit that follow button. You can get some of the most amazing hot sauces from this dude, Colin Sucks, at Colin Sucks on Instagram. That's Colin with 1LSUX. Make sure to give him a follow as well. They have some of the best, hands down, best hot sauces I've ever had. You can get blueberry ghost pepper. You can get the strawberry Carolina Reaper, mango habanero. That's my personal favorite. He just came out with a new sauce. It's a Chipotle style sauce. I forget the name of it. It's actually hard to pronounce. I know the name. I'm just not going to try. It's a beautiful fucking sauce. It's delicious. You guys go follow at Spitefully Spicy as well as NoThirdLane.com where you can get all kinds of screen printing done for your whatever you need. You need merch? Do you need merch for your band? Do you need merch for? Are you a comedian trying to make a little buck? Some money on the side. Get you from town to town. You need merch. As a performer, you need merch, and these guys will help you. Go to NoThirdLane.com, and the most beautiful part about NoThirdLane.com is whenever you purchase something through them, there's a 10% kickback to the community to help Texas college students get scholarships. So it's a 10% kickback into the community, man, and you can't help But I mean, it always feels good to help out your community. So make sure to go to nothirdling.com. They're out of Texas. They're going to help Texas college students, and you can save a little bit of money as well on that purchase by entering promo code YCC. And then one of my personal favorite sponsors of this podcast is going to be Dragster. You can go to www.dragstertubes.com. These telescoping tubes are one of the coolest. Like, I mean, if you're a smoker, you roll your own cigarettes, it's tobacco, this is what this is for, wink. Go to www.dragstertubes.com, and you can actually pick up a box of these telescoping tubes, and they're sick. You can pack your tobacco down in there, and there's a little filter. It slides out, so you can actually make it as big as you want, and then you have a built-in filter, and the filter's actually like, the way it works, there's like teeth in there, so you're not going to get a bunch of suck through. And the video, it actually explains how to use it. You can go through and look. They're super simple to use. They're an amazing product. Personally, I've used cones. I've used raw cones. I love these Dragster tubes, the way they burn, how long they take. They last a lifetime. Get yourself a box. They're super cheap. For the product is amazing for how much the cost is. So I highly recommend it. Dragster. Go check them out, man. www.dragstertubes.com. And yeah, man. Once again, this is a Yellow City comedy production. I want to thank everybody who listens to the podcast. You guys, y'all mean the fucking world to me. I appreciate you tuning into the weekly Relapse. Make sure to go check out Clemente's Corner. Also, Bomb City Talk is another podcast I'm the co-host of. Matt Villegas is the host of Clemente's Corner. And then if you can do me a favor, just follow me on Instagram at Funny Guy Sky. I'm at Funny Guy Sky on Twitter as well. Follow me on Facebook. And if you could just, I mean, it would mean the world to me if you would just go to Yellow City Comedy on Facebook, hit that like button. We're on our climb to 1,000 likes. We're trying to build a comedy scene, and you guys are what are helping us do this. So, like I said, I just want to thank you guys. Sorry about all the interruptions in this podcast. Hopefully it won't happen again. No promises. But, yeah, love you, Junkies. Just, yeah, I appreciate it, man.